the warm temperature, means if they are asking for the cold, warm and hot working, in that case just take it as the below 0.3 Tm, 0.3 to 0.5 Tm means melting temperature, and if it is above than 0.5 temperature, then consider it as a hot working. So, now we will consider what are the benefits of a hot working and cold working. Already during the stress strain curve, what we have observed, that if we are applying a load and there is a permanent deformation, that permanent deformation makes the material more rigid or its Young modulus will increase. In that case, that is a more beneficial for us, that it can sustain its deformability. So, in that case, if cold working is there, certainly its strength will increase, and that would be maximum times we require that one. Another thing for the hot working, if the hot working is there, the crystals are above the recrystallization temperature, in that case they will regain the position. If they are regaining the position, it means they will follow from OAB. So, the strength, total strength taken by them, by those processes by which the deformation has been done, that would be have lesser stress to the permanent deformation. So, in this case we have bifurcated what the two values are there, means hot working and cold working, and what are the authors have taken to classify it. Now, we will discuss on the benefits of cold working and hot working. In cold working, what are the advantages? We will discuss those one. The first advantage, you can say that we are taking as cold working. Now, what are the advantages? First one, it has better accuracy. Whatever the shape is there, we have deformed, it will regain it. Second one, we are considering as have better surface finish. Third one, we can say due to the strain hardening, it means our curve has reached beyond our point B. So, in that case, the strength and hardness increases. And fourth one, you can say as that the fourth one, that is due to grain flow during deformation this provides us directional properties after that. The fifth one, we can say that here heating does not require. Because it reduces again the strength. Now, we will take the disadvantages. First one, that it requires, means this process requires higher force and power. Second, you can say that the surface must be always clean and perfect. Third one, that is a very necessary one, that it has some limitations. Due to strain hardening. Of course, ductility decreases. And malleability. So, these are the 4 drawbacks generally we are getting, or these are the disadvantages of the cold working. Now, we will take the hot working. In hot working, the temperature is beyond 0.4 Tm, that is a melting temperature, that is considered as a recrystallization temperature, and by just keeping the temperature of the material above that, if we are performing the fabrication process or metal forming process, that we will consider as a hot working. In that case, already we have discussed that the coefficient of friction is means are large. They are beyond 0.4, means they are reaching up to the 0.7 or 0.75 of value of coefficient of friction. So, now we will going to discuss what are the advantages of the hot working processes. So, the hot working processes, first one that we are considering, that is first one that we are considering advantage. We are taking here the advantage. For the advantage, first that we are considering, that is the larger deformation achieved. Second one that we are considering is lesser force and power to deform third one forming at a room temperature, means low ductile material is possible. Near isotropic properties, forms. Fifth one, that very less or no hardening. Of the metal is done. So, in this way we have discussed what are the advantages and disadvantages of cold working, what are the advantages of a hot working, as well as we have considered the what are the coefficient of a friction with each and every processes. So, if we have to discuss about the warm metal forming process, for that we can simply say that all these properties are in between, or we can write in this way that advantages against cold working. First, we are taking as advantage against cold working. Of course, whatever the temperature is there, we are taking the temperature near about 0.3 Tm to 0.5 Tm. So, the advantage that we are considering, that is the first one, that is lower force and power,